A Cold War political thriller directed by Steven Spielberg starring Tom Hanks. Yeah, who would not sign up for that? Sign me up for that. Bridge of Spies. So Bridge of Spies is directed by Steven Spielberg, stars Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays an insurance lawyer. No one likes lawyers, insurance lawyers least of all. But Tom Hanks has this monologue at the beginning where he breaks a case down against someone else and you're like, yeah, all right. I'm on your side, Tom Hanks. I am now. I would have been just on the fact that you're Tom Hanks. So long story short, in the Cold War, I believe this movie takes place in 1960, we find a Russian spy. Tom Hanks is the one who ultimately takes the case and has to defend this guy. That is a small-ish section of the movie. I thought that was going to be the whole movie. It's not, because then the Russians find one of our spies. Ultimately, the guy who defended this Russian spy, Tom Hanks, needs to organize and orchestrate the swap of our spy for theirs. It's very convoluted. Very volatile, because it's the Cold War. It's called Bridge of Spies. It takes place in the Cold War. You think it's supposed to be like spies and us versus them, you know, and we're doing James Bond shit? Not like that. No one's shooting anybody. No one's actually doing the espionage. It really is a negotiation movie, and that's what the movie is. And Steven Spielberg once again shows he can take a premise like that and make it incredibly interesting. I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I love the dialogue in this movie. Tom Hanks has more than a couple of very quotable monologues, one of which is What Makes Us Americans. I loved it. I loved the delivery. Tom Hanks' character is so in control, but you know he's a complete fish out of water in this scenario. But he's rolling with the punches and he's determined to get this done and have the best outcome possible for everybody. I love Tom Hanks' character's vigilance and fortitude in this movie. This dude is taking on a case where he's ultimately defending a Russian spy. People in America think he's a piece of shit. They're just like, you're a dick. Why aren't we hanging him? You're an asshole. You're helping him. But he just feels like, hey, everyone deserves a shot. And the guy's not a traitor. Stop calling him that, because he actually has served his country well. He didn't betray America. He is Russian. He's working for them. He actually did his job. It kind of reminded me of the HBO miniseries John Adams. If you haven't seen the HBO miniseries John Adams, you should. It's very excellent. But at the beginning of that miniseries, these redcoats did something and now they're on trial. No one wanted to defend them. They're like, yeah, just hang him, shoot him, whatever. John Adams is the lawyer that takes their case because he's like, everyone deserves a shot. I just find that very objective when people do that. They're like, I'm clearly against them, but I'll defend them because they deserve to be heard. They deserve a fair shot like anyone else. And that's what I loved about this. Tom Hanks' character sees it this way, and this movie ultimately presents it this way. It's not country versus country, border versus border. It's a movie about humanity. Us winning against the Russians in this deal. That's not the thing that's important to Tom Hanks. What's important to Tom Hanks is humanity, treating people with human decency. It's a very important message, especially in today's day and age, and I'm glad it came across in the movie. And I love the little Russian spy in this movie. He's just unassuming old guy, and a couple times, I mean, this guy's facing the electric chair and Tom Hanks is like, are you scared? And the guy's just like, would it help? I wish I saw things that way. I don't, but I can tell if I were that calm and saw things in that perspective, I would be happier. Interestingly enough, this movie's written by the Coen brothers, but I never once felt like it was a Coen brothers movie. It kind of shows that if person A writes a movie, person B directs the movie, it's more gonna feel like person B's movie. I don't know if you're gonna love that or hate that. It's just worth addressing because I found it fascinating. Guys, in the end, I didn't know what to expect with Bridge of Spies. Steven Spielberg, awesome. Tom Hanks, great. Let's see what it is. Turns out, it was very fantastic. Great characters, great dialogue, great tension. It's a 2.5 hour drama for sure, but it's all negotiation in the Cold War, which is a very fascinating time in history. Steven Spielberg really brought it with him. I don't think I'm gonna watch this movie all the time. It's not like I'm gonna sit around and be like, I really wanna watch Bridge of Spies, you know, 2.5 hour negotiation movie. But you can't deny the talent behind it, and I was thoroughly entertained for the 2.5 hours. I will say Bridge of Spies is worth watching and worth buying on Blu-ray. All right, guys, so Bridge of Spies, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Personally, I felt it was the movie to see this weekend. And what is your favorite Cold War-based movie? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.